Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to kick off our presentation today. We're diving into the fascinating topic of Find the Hidden Weakness. In this session, we'll explore how to discover each person's unique thumbscrew, that one thing that can influence their decisions and behavior. We'll be focusing on Law 33 from our series, which teaches us how to identify and leverage these vulnerabilities. Over the next few slides, I'll guide you through practical insights and strategies. So, let's get started and uncover the secrets to understanding what truly drives people. Everyone has a weakness, a gap in the castle wall. That weakness is usually an insecurity, an uncontrollable emotion, or a secret need. It can also be a private pleasure that they don't want others to know about. Once you identify this weakness, it becomes like a thumbscrew you can turn to your advantage. It becomes a leverage point, a way to influence or even control their actions. This is a powerful concept because it shows how understanding human vulnerabilities can give you an edge. Remember, knowing someone's weakness isn't just about exploitation. It's about understanding how people are motivated and how you can navigate relationships more effectively. This idea ties into the overall theme of mastering influence. By knowing what makes others tick, you can steer interactions in your favor. Let's talk about the thumbscrew, weakness as leverage. Often, the promise of profit or some sort of advantage can blind a person to manipulation. They might not see the risks because they're focused on what they stand to gain. Greed, for example, is a powerful motivator. People want to increase their wealth or status, and that desire can cloud their judgment. Then there's fear of losing money, reputation, or social standing. Fear is actually one of the easiest emotions to exploit because it taps into our basic survival instincts. If I can appeal to someone's self-image or their desire for recognition, I can influence their decisions quite effectively. That's where vanity comes in. People want to be seen in a certain way, and that need can be leveraged. Now, the key takeaway here is that these weaknesses, greed, fear, vanity, are the real drivers behind behavior. Once you understand what truly motivates someone, you can move beyond rational arguments and target those irrational nerves. This gives you a kind of uncanny power to manipulate, persuade, and compel action. And it's often these core emotions, vanity, lust, greed, insecurity, that are the greatest weaknesses because they're entrenched and hard to control. They're deeply rooted in who we are, making them incredibly potent as leverage points. Let's talk about Ali Baba's weakness. The key idea here is that you shouldn't attack an opponent where they are strongest, but rather where they are most vulnerable. And that vulnerability isn't always a moral flaw. It can be something they deeply value or are passionate about. When you tap into that passion, you gain control over them. Now, a crucial insight in this story is that Ali Baba's greatest weakness was actually money. He was incredibly greedy. His rival didn't need to confront him directly. Instead, he started bribing Ali Baba with increasingly large sums. Because Ali was so obsessed with gold, he didn't see it as a threat. It just fed his greed. Eventually, this led Ali Baba to fall completely under the rival's influence, and he ended up destroying himself over a sum of money. And this isn't just about greed. Ali Baba, in his position as a powerful courtier, controlled the Sultan of Morocco through fear. The Sultan was essentially a slave to Ali's demands. This story highlights how manipulating what someone values most can give you immense power over them. It's a reminder to stay aware of your own vulnerabilities and also to recognize them in others, so you can navigate or defend against such tactics. On this slide, I want to focus on how she played the role of the perfect lover, and in doing so, elevated their status significantly. By fulfilling their secret needs, whether it was love, attention, or validation, she gained their utter devotion. This made them almost powerless to resist her demands because she became the person who met their deepest desires. Catherine the Great is a prime example of this strategy. Although she had many lovers, she maintained absolute control over them. How did she do it? Well, she discovered their greatest insecurity, their need for status, love, and attention, and then she gave it to them in generous measure. This approach highlights a powerful concept. By understanding and addressing people's insecurities, particularly their need for recognition, you can gain significant influence over them. It's a key theme that underpins much of her success and the broader idea that knowing what people crave most can give you extraordinary leverage. Let's talk about the keys to discovering someone's weakness. First, use need as bait. If you know someone loves collecting, you might promise them a rare item to pique their interest. Or, if they seem insecure, offering them extravagant praise can really draw them in. Next, study the past. Asking seemingly innocent questions about their history can reveal patterns of behavior, old hurts, or chronic needs, things that might be driving their actions today. Then, find the child. Often, these weaknesses stem from childhood deprivations. People are still trying to get what they missed out on: attention, respect, money. Recognizing this can give you insight into what truly motivates them. And finally, watch for gestures. Pay attention to sudden shifts in emotion, like anger, defensiveness, or excitement, especially when certain topics come up. These nonverbal cues can tell you a lot about what's really going on beneath the surface. All of these observation points are crucial because they help you understand the person better, revealing vulnerabilities that they might not even be aware of themselves. This is the art of observation, really paying attention to what they reveal through words, actions, and reactions. All right, let's talk about the idea of reversal and guarding your own thumbscrew. The first step is really knowing yourself, understanding your own irrational needs. Once you do, you can work to control them before anyone else has the chance to use those needs against you. It's about being proactive, not reactive. Then there's the concept of a smoke screen. Sometimes, you might pretend to be insecure about money when, in reality, your vanity lies in your intellect. This kind of misdirection can be powerful because it keeps others guessing. The best way to protect yourself is to turn this weakness into a strength, maybe even develop a fake weakness that serves as a distraction. For example, if you're vain about compliments, don't let others see that. Keep that love for praise hidden. The key is never revealing your true vulnerabilities. Guard them as you would a precious secret, because revealing them can be exploited. Now, when we talk about vulnerability, remember that it often comes at a cost. Being open or showing weakness can make you susceptible. So, the goal is to manage what you reveal and turn potential liabilities into assets. This way, you stay in control, and others remain unaware of what truly drives you. That's the essence of guarding your own thumbscrew and maintaining your power.